bottom of this channel. Bitcoin. Let's try that again. Can we get a bump off the bottom of this channel here? Back up. Or we're going to fall short. We'll find out tonight on the show. And we are back. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in on this beautiful Saturday night. You know, Master Friend bought me this shirt that I have on right now. Let's talk about it. Master Friend, he said it was bougie swag. I don't know. He had this funny name for it. Underground bougie swag or something. I don't know what it was, but man. And shout out to Master Friend. What does it say? Calvin Klein? Calvin Klein jacket? Hey, Calvin. Got like the gray with the subtle gray. It's got like a checkeredness to it. And then the pocket square also is checkered. Can you see that? Anyway, you don't care. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Liver Show. We're going to be here every single day, breaking it down, talking about what you love. Having a blast. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. Let's jump on in and take a look at BTC. Can you hear the music nicely? I want to make sure from moving around, the settings kind of change on me, and I think the settings are the same, but I just, I want to make sure. Follow me on Twitter, at CryptoLifer33. Me and Crypto Billy hanging out, doing our thing. We even have the same part. Look at that. Hey, Crypto Billy in the house. And shout out to Crypto Billy for a veteran, man. Memorial Day just passed too, Just want to bring that up. And he was just chilling with the trending Brad Garlinghouse. Like, I have a picture of him with Brad in my phone. And Brad's trending here at XRP Las Vegas. Rewriting the entire banking system. We underestimate how big the change is. I mean, XRP is going to become a bank. Think about it. They are a bank. They're going to become the biggest bank in the world already. If you think about it, it makes sense. It's coming. We'll break it down for you and show you how. So, hey, Tau, 428. Look like it's going to get tight. I'd love to see it come up, consolidate again on our right side, make some type of shoulder, head, right shoulder, 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 head, shoulder, shoulder, like a complex inverted, and then break on up to 712. Tau's holding it down right now, and if any coin really holds substance, it's Tau. Like, what can you say about Tau right now? Like, the thing is gold. So, anyway, it is what it is, but just something to think about. I am so sorry at Chris M. Just put my dog down. I need a good distraction. I am so sorry to hear that, man. God bless you. I put 2 dogs down in my life. We won't spend too much time on it, but may God bless him, man. He was a good dog. Dogs weren't meant to live forever. It's tough. The day we get them, it's the saddest thing about getting a dog is knowing that it's not going to be, there's going to be a goodbye in the next probably 13 to 15 years if you're lucky. I've seen some people get 19 years, but it's rare. Both my dogs died at 13, a golden retriever and a kind of like a chocolate lab mix of some type. All right. I got from the ASPCA in New York City. Hey, catch a dog, save a dog's life, and give a dog a home. That's what I did, and it was the best thing I ever did for myself. And I think that karma's traveled around many, many years from now. So, Bitcoin, struggling to hold the gainer earlier today. It looked nice. Even in the trading group, I like this 5-minute flag. It's actually looking beautiful. We're kind of at break even or a little bit below right there. It's almost like bail time. But it looked beautiful. It looked nice. We did get somewhat of a breakout, but the second that started to roll over, then it came up, and then it rolled over again. A bit odd if you think about it. You see this? Just shady price action. Really weird, honestly. Like, that's rare, but I guess you could say it's a shoulder, head, right shoulder. You see? It's the best I can come up with there, shoulder, head, right shoulder, and that could break down the neckline and just continue to dump. And almost, you could say, like a descending triangle vibe in a way. That could continue to... So, beautiful flag. It was my system, my strategy. Earlier this morning, we crossed the 200 MA. We had the huge pump. Bitcoin did the boom. And then it had this beautiful flag. Wanted to get the fall through, but it's Saturday. They seem to always do this nonsense every single Saturday. And, man, the same old sauce over and over again. And it makes me kind of lose faith in the move. I don't know if that bigger move is going to happen. We really needed that to continue to push further to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. We'll see what happens over time, right? But right now, it doesn't look amazing. Trying to get this bounce back to 104.5. It's a bit old, right? 104.483 here on spot BTC for Binance. So let's take a look at our weekly and go backwards again. Tomorrow night is our weekly candle close. And tonight is our monthly candle close. I got lungs, man. Crypto Billy knows about the lungs, baby. Let's go. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We were singing a quartet. We were singing, man. That's why, we were all singing. And, we were singing. It was amazing. Wow, look at the monthly candle. Could the monthly consolidate? Bitcoin's monthly candle close. You thought you had me. You're wrong. You messed up, right? Yeah. You're never above me. You never get above the lifer. Right. You're here, I'm here. You're there, I'm here. And then usually I'm like, you win this time. That reminds me of that creepy day. That was so scary. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. My wife is trying to catch me live in front of everybody and school me. She can't do it. She can't do it. I actually schooled her. You know what I'm saying? She actually schooled herself. Hey, man, I'm not trying to be rude, but she tried to come and check me. What am I supposed to do? I got to eat it like a man, right? And be honorable. No, I will. But you know what I'm saying? So funny, man. So funny. I'll show her. I'll put her over my knee tonight, and I will spank her. You were scared. No, you were scared. So Bitcoin couldn't get back above the 15-minute 200 MA. A nasty rejection. Can it somehow get back above the 15-minute 200? It looked like it was going to do a Bazooka Joe, man. That's what I go for. It had everything that I want. It was like, show me the bacon, baby, and just no follow-through for Bitcoin. Now, can the 4-hour hold the 200 MA? Which is the trade I got open here on weeks, which is it's still down actually a little bit now. Man, 170. Slipped my first trade home. Come on, baby. Brad is a coward who voted for, oh man, I hope not. I don't know if that could be verified. Love you, Sammy. Always, we miss you over here getting more soul, baby. Soul and Bitcoin. I love you, brother. I can't believe I didn't see you in Dubai, man. Brad, garlic breath. Yeah, man. Garlic breath in the house. Shout out to Jason Nowicki. Master friend, you bought me this shirt? You bought me this, man. This is the swag. What did you say? Can you tell me what you called it? Underground swag? I mean, you had this funny name for it, man. But this is the shirt, man. I'm telling you. I could show you the name, but this is it, man. What do you think? Looks fresh, right? What do you think, man? You had this funny name for it, man. I can't. You got this cool way of talking. Anyway, 104.4 Bitcoin not looking good. Looking like we may get a bit of a slump here to the downside. It's looking ugly, wuggly. Did you close the long? No, I got it still cooking. We're getting some bounces. We'll see what happens. It's really stealth wealth. The stealth wealth. That's what it was. The stealth wealth. Yeah. So let's take a look at our monthly candle and talk about it. In England, the monthly candle has closed and a new month has begun. Here in America, we still got about 4 hours, about 3.5 hours left of our month. And then it's on to June. What a beautiful month June is. June, baby, June. wants those stop losses, I know. They're coming for me, baby. No, baby, no, baby, no. Why do they do it every time and try to take me down? So we opened at 94,172. The high was 111,979 and 69 cents. The low was 93,379 at 8 cents, and the candle closed at 104,591 and 88 cents, up $10,419 and 88 cents, up 11% of the month. So we closed the month green. However, that's a pretty big wick. And that could be a double top for Bitcoin. I mean, you know what I mean? It could be the end of a big rally, you know? You had a huge move here. You had bearish diverted. You came up and you had your second blow. You cracked the top. I don't know. The stochastics RSI say way more is coming here on the weekly. And there's no bearish div really. A little bit of monthly bearish divergence. Look at that. I mean, this does swing down. Well, that slightly swings up. We could say, though, it's going to come up again, and then we're going to get monthly bearish div. It almost feels like we need, look, here was monthly div that ended this rally here, right? So to me, the rally will end on monthly div, and I'm going to stick to that. So we'll come up, we'll have a huge high. Then it's going to come down, and we're going to have another huge high, right? And that tells me it's like 180K, and it's going to look something like this. Let me show you. This is I'm giving you some sauce because this is exactly what the top, not exactly, but pretty much what the top will look like. And then we'll have this, and then we'll come up here like that, right? And you'll see that the monthly stochastics the monthly RSI will go down, but the price will go up. And that will be the end of the rally. Looks like that's kind of how we're headed here for a blow off top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, usually 5 flags to the move to the upside, and we get the bigger pump. Yeah, but Bitcoin getting rejected by the 200, it's just not my thing. Yeah, no good on that low, man. And I'm going to show you what's happening here on the 15-minute, but it tells me to just may cut off my trade here. Down 187 on weeks. It was up a couple $100 a few times. We had a nice pump to the upside there. Not there, but, somewhere over there in the smaller move. But flat for today. Got paid to open up along, though, so it took off some of the fees, which is interesting. But we'll see. I mean, mainly trading the 4-hour here, so it's not a lot of stress. Just seeing, hey, what could the 4-hour... Can the 4-hour stay above the 200? That's all that really mattered to me on this trade. But that small time rejection's a little sketchy. But to me, it's like as long as we don't go below the 200 MA there on the 4-hour, the trade's still somewhat valid. Anyway, so projections on how we're going to end the cycle. We're definitely probably 3 quarters through. One more quarter compared to how much time. Everyone's talking about this super cycle stuff. I say one step at a time. Yeah. Any regular alts you trade or just short-term alts you hold? I do a bunch of different things. I swing trade, and it all depends on kind of what the situation is at hand, right? Nasty dump there for Bitcoin, though. Like, the hardcore rejection by the 200 tells me to bail, man. Yeah, it's like knowing when to cut your trade off. Like, it didn't happen. Let me show you what happened here. Like, the 5-minute was supposed to make a beautiful move. It made this nice flag, and it did this very strange rollover pattern here. And then the 15-minute could not get back above the 200. Like, it just said no. Somehow there was enough sellers to stop any price action from going to the upside. Not enough people traded. I mean, that's a beautiful signal. Stochastics were low. The flag was getting tight. Some say, it's still a possibility of a flag. We're going like this, and they might bounce it right back in. And weekends are tough, man. They've been tough for a while. Been like trading the stock market on the weekend, just lower volume. It's been tight. It hasn't been the old crypto weekends. We've had like 1 or 2 crypto weekends every 10 weekends, and that's about it. Hasn't been the same. Not like a bull run that we remember, And that's kind of out of an EV double toppy. You can't go above a 200 MA. I'm out. I go to sleep on that. I wait for that to come back. You see what I'm saying? No reason to lose anymore, really. Possible little bounce here right now. The only thing I got faith, like I told you, is that 4-hour. Can the 4-hour just hold us down? Well, we'll see on the bigger on the patterns here. So the monthly slight double top, but it did close above the previous high. A little bit of bearish div on the monthly, though. I do have to say, as this does swing down, And that's a slight swing up. I mean, that is bearish divergence on the monthly. You know, even this looks like the monthly might have 2 months of pullback. June and July. And then we start to bounce. August, September, we consolidate. February of 2026, we break out again. See, that would be like some super cycle stuff. If we go to 162K into July of the next summer, I mean, that's something that could happen, folks. I know it's hard to believe, but look, I mean, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months right there of sideways price action, basically slowly down. We could do a bigger consolidative move here for Bitcoin. I have to take this into consideration. Like, this is a possibility. It's starting to expand. Price action is starting to expand, you see? It's just something that you have to kind of take into consideration. As odd as it seems, as against the grain as it may be, right? And I'm okay, you know, when a trade doesn't do what it's supposed to do, to me, it's a wrap. Like, it lost trend line. It just, to me, it's like, it's ugly. Like, you know, you lose the shots you don't take. It's trying to bounce now numerous times off this double bottom. So that's just a projection on the monthly that's possible. Doesn't look amazing, I'll tell you that. Like tweezer topping on the monthly, like, or, you know, having, you know, a little bit of bearish div. Could be the end of a bigger, I mean, that could be the end of this rally. We could start to go into a bear market. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. And I've seen some people talking about it. I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. You have to, you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's going to happen, but in my mind, I'm like, you know, there's a humble possibility that this could happen. Nice little bounce for Bitcoin here. As I held my guns there, and now I'm only down 180. Was down 300 a second ago. We'll see how this bounce can. If this bounce can come in back into play and we can get a pump, that would be unbelievable. Bit of a double bottom here on the 30 for BTC. So anyway, the monthly candle closed. Now, if this candle can close above this wick and take it out, that would be amazing. So the next candle close on the month is big deal. We closed 2 tweezer tops, you know. It's almost better to not trade at all and wait till the month closes next month. You know, I'm just, but I mean, that's something that's, but that candle closes right there with a tweezer top. Like we go up, but we come back down. I mean, that's going to be a bearish sign for me. It's almost like this has to close green and take out the wick for me to be bullish. Otherwise, it's kind of a bearish close. Anything else is bearish to me, and it's already starting to be bearish. I don't love that. When this candle closes, you go right to red again. That's usually not a great sign. So we'll see what happens in the next 2-3 weeks. But I'll be watching the monthly candle. I'd like, you know, that kind of want that to hold green. And there you are with the weekly, which tomorrow night is going to close a bearish engulfing candle for the first time in 8 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8 weeks. And you can see that pulling back. And as I showed you, there's a chance it stays bullish and it goes up like this. But it's more likely that we come further down. Possibly down to the 21-day moving average. Right? And then I pull a Fibonacci from this impulse here. Right there. And it's giving me the 618 right there at about 99,000 to 100,000. Adam, hey Sam, thanks for all your great advice over the past few months. Watching your live streams has helped me a lot. You're one of the best. Can we please have a look at Cookie Dow when you get a chance? Thanks, Sam. Shout out to Adam. Thank you for the $20 super chat, Adam. That's very nice of you. God bless you. That will come back to you tenfold for giving. You didn't have to do that, but you did. Let's take a look at Cookie Dow in a hot second here when I'm done with the Bitcoin analysis. And considering low volume Saturday, I should always know whenever things don't go my way that that's just what's going to happen, because trading on the weekends, you're going to get what you pay for, especially after a Bitcoin event and a shorter week, right? That is a pretty insane move from November of 2022. Anyway, so Bitcoin, hugging that 104.4, really showing signs of a possible bounce. Every time I want to bail, I keep a cool head here. That 4 hour may pay us. You never know. Red week closed followed by a green month. Anything is possible, right? I mean, as long as the 4-hour can hold above the 200 MA, we're bullish. As crazy as that sounds. So the weekly pullback or sideways movement, I don't see a huge pump coming anytime soon. Same as the 3-day, the 5-day, finally getting a bit of a bounce though. So the 5-day closes and showing signs of a tweezer bottom. By gosh, this tells me that 4-hour really may give us the bounce. This really may be the bigger move here. It really may. Uncle Sam in real life in front of our eyes, live right now, baby. Red week close, fall by hey, you never know. Did you see the tether on there news? When they asked about audit super, no, come on. Red and white, you're already white, and you fly all night, red. What the heck? Black Swan is very close. USDT will cause it. Oh my gosh, people are crazy. A lot of fear and weirdness in the air. Looking for that 5-day chart to kind of bounce here and consolidate for Bitcoin. Let the 21-day moving average come into price action and get this extended move here on out of the flag to the upside. Send us to about $128,000. That's very possible. A lot of people don't think that will happen. So, hey, the most entertaining is the most probable. That would be pretty dang entertaining, wouldn't it be? So, Sam, do you ever listen to Sean Price? Of course, man. He was awesome. The pill was going to come out too with Ill Bill and Sean. I think some of it. Ah, man. Yeah, he was the best, man. He was awesome. The 3-day chart getting a bounce there too. Tweezer bottoms, that closes in 2 days. I would like that close in the daily. So today we were saying, can the daily get the bounce? And it started showing signs of breaking out. It began with the right vibration. It didn't seem to end that way, or the next daily isn't picking up where it left off. We need this to blast off to the upside with this breakout on the daily time frame. As you can see, I like where the stochastics are. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Stochastics are curving nice and very oversold, showing signs of a bigger move. RSI could bounce from here. It's not the worst. And the MACD is showing, lack of bearish momentum could turn. And previous support is resistance here on the daily. Again, it could also make some type of right shoulder. This is how we know we're in trouble. You get a shoulder head, you make some type of right shoulder here. Daly's going through the gap. You're headed back to 93K. That could definitely happen. We're going to watch it closely. I'm never going to act like nothing is possible here for Bitcoin. That bleed during the conference to the downside. 22-hour time frame. Trying to make a bounce, but getting tight. But it is oversold here too as well. No real hidden bullish though. Nothing too... I guess no, there's a little bit of hidden bullish there. Look at that. That does swing up. Well, that swings down. There's some hidden bullish divergence there right now. Now, it could get negated if we rip through, which is, but right now there's slight hidden bullish div on the 22-hour time frame. The 12-hour getting a bounce out of the flag here too as well. And then we move to the 8-hour and the 4-hour. We got some support or resistance here too as well. Previous bounce, resistance there. Can we break through? And then some resistance there too, 106, 190. And then right here we're at 105.9. Right today we hit it twice. It could not make it through. So I slap on the moving average. You can see we got saved by the 200 MA. We bounced, got very close to it. Seem to be rolling over. Can we stay outside of the 200 MA? And actually, I don't even need that. I could use this here. Yeah, and that's so I'm long here with a stop on the other side of this 200. And it suggests that we can continue to get the move. Right? So every time it looks sketchy, and it looks like it's going to boot me out, I just stay inside the long. Don't risk a lot down 177. We'll see. But there's a chance I can still win this trade. We get the bounce. Tomorrow morning, this thing is ripping up to the 200 here on the 30-minute time frame. The 5-minute gets above the 200. It's gone. Bit of a double bottom here, attempting to hold it down. All TA all the time here, right? TA on different charts. TA on this, TA on that. It never ends. Constant technical analysis. analysis, technical connect to the technical analysis. I'm gonna make some track called technical analysis. Technical analysis. Okay, good to hear that the house took a beating from you guys. Shout out to Greg Novak. We love you, man. Hope everything's going. Any blackjack, Billy? No, Greg. 3 cards of roulette. Yo, Crypto Billy had this cool roulette game, man. It was pretty awesome. He had a cool way of playing roulette. Sam, are we getting Thursday screen share this week? Also, I can't wait the replay, bro, from 2 weeks. The week two, like a week or two ago, the replay got messed up. Hey, Sammy, thanks for all you do every day. We will meet one day when the time is right. God bless you. Thank you. Hola, Mike V. Mike Voller, God bless you. Crypto Billy, in and out. All my beautiful people, in and out. Crypto Rocco, my man. Louis Angel, how you doing? Greg Novak, it was so nice to meet you, Greg. Thank you for coming to dinner, man. Thank you for coming to the event. You're an honorable great man. God bless you and your new family. Your new baby, man. Things are looking up for you, brother. Building a home, building a family, becoming the man you always dreamed of. That's a beautiful thing. God bless you, Greg. And you seem like a great person, man. And to have followed me all this time, he said he followed me at 3:30s. I remember you from the very beginning, honestly. I remember that name from the very beginning. So God bless you, Greg. So Bitcoin needs a bounce in the 1 hour. It can't lose the 21. If Bitcoin loses the 21, we're going to dump. Stochastics say we're going to take a bit of a move. And there is a rejection here. So don't be surprised if we roll over. Well, can we get the bounce and go sideways and stay up here and get the move? Only time will tell. You have to risk it for the biscuit. You know, nobody knows for sure. Are any altcoins that are hot? I mean, we looked at a few earlier today. They're a little sketchy with what Bitcoin's doing. Nobody knows exactly how Bitcoin's going to react here. And you have to be ready for a possible 6 to 8 week pullback. Could it be the top of the market for good? There's a chance that was the high. You never know, man. You know, everyone thinks they know, but you never know. I mean, $3.2 trillion market cap. I wouldn't overtrade Tau up 50%. One of the only Taus we talked about. And White Rock, too. Interesting. Pudgy Penguins up 1.3%. Caspa. And sad Caspa back at 8. That's really sad, right? That happened without anyone really paying attention. Next thing you know, it had lost all the sauce. Render. Altcoins really tough this time. This cycle didn't. You know, every time you see them get a little pump, they're kind of right back where they were. Render, near. It's tough. It has been a tough cycle, I'll be honest, with these altcoins. Honestly, never traded Bitcoin harder in my life during an altcoin, you know, what was told a quote-unquote bull run. Just never did it, you know. The bop up the bottom, it's attempting to win this trade. It's taken so long, just like me, to win the trade. Getting a bounce here for a possible double bottom for Bitcoin. And again, is that the I gotta reset the chart. Can't say when it does. I deleted it. I gotta just get out because, you know. An amazing shout out to BTCC. We have a link to BTCC. We got an event with them right now where if you jump on in, you can claim your rewards as a new user. Deposit and trade, earn up to 10,000. 25%, you know. So get $10, $30. There's a bunch of different stuff to do here. But we're also running a campaign with BTCC, which is get 10% of anything you put in over $500 on your deposit. All right, so it's pretty awesome. And there's extra bonuses of up to 10,000. What I like about BTCC is I was trading the NASDAQ. All right, and I couldn't trade anything else like that. NASDAQ, Tesla, all that. And I won my first NASDAQ trade here too as well. Pretty cool. Bitcoin getting a nice bounce at 104,455. Chance I still win my 4-hour trade if I stay true to the game. But look, if you wanted to trade the NASDAQ with my link, go to the link, hit it. You go to Tech 100. That's going to give you the NASDAQ. That's the ticker for the NASDAQ, which is pretty awesome. And there you'll be able to trade a pegged version of the NASDAQ here on BTCC. Pretty crazy. Look at inverted head and shoulder back to the upside there at 21,829. And that's that call right there back to the upside I was looking at. Okay, just fifth court decision. Trump tariffs comes out. Buckle up. I don't stress it. We made thousands on roulette. It was fire. We had the life or vibration frequency of the arm. Gains on gains. Oh, wow. You made thousands or towards the end? That's crazy. Just registered through your link on BTC Trading NASDAQ. Looks amazing, but I registered with my phone number, so now I can't change on using it. That's all right. I guess it's not a big deal. Yeah. Any way to change that? Not sure. He's like, I'm on it. Relax. You're funny. I got the bot situation. He's going to go pew, 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 pew. So this is where we stand. The bounce for Bitcoin, and we're in there like swimwear. 4-hour time frame takes us to Valhalla. The small time frames are just playing games. The 1 hour does not lose the 200. We get a soft launch here on the stochastics, and the 4 hour holds us because we never lose the 200 MA on the 4 hour time frame, and we get to finally pump it up back to the top of this level here, somewhere at $110,000 or $108,000. So I'm taking the long, and I'm still in it here on weeks, and I was in it since this morning, and there's nothing more I can really say when it comes to BTC. I gave you everything. You know, from the smaller time frames all the way down in the monthly candle close. Here on a beautiful Saturday night. Next mirror will be who buys a DCA spot on BTC. You know, when I see a trade, I'm hoping it's like an Uber to secure my future. Exactly. And there's some coins that I like right now that I've put in the trading group. I'm not going to go over them too much right now because I want to dangle that. But if you want to know what they are, I would highly advise you run over to CryptoLifer.com and find out more. Go to CryptoLifer.com, hit the subscribe button. You can subscribe to a monthly, a quarterly, or an annual subscription. I can't wait to see you in there. It'll blow your mind. I'm here every single day without any days off. We have a beautiful short just yesterday morning before I flew out from Las Vegas, so I travel and still hit gains. And I'll teach you how to do it every single day of the week, baby. Just swapped out my last ETH and swapped it. My God, you people are weird. Lazy people, yeah, I know. It's okay. So we see what's happening to Bitcoin. We know we could collapse. We know it's sketchy. It's weekend trading. And that's kind of where we stand. I'd say if I hadn't made big gains and you didn't know what you were doing, stay away from the market. It's the weekend. The weekend is not your best day to trade. It's pretty sketchy, to be honest. So if I had to tell myself anything when I first traded, I would tell myself to leave the weekends alone until further notice. Sammy, may you please do yoga instructor impersonation? No, I'm all set. Thank you, though. Appreciate it. Sammy, what are your predictions on how AI will change our world? Stuff's getting pretty crazy. You know, AI is going to change a lot of things, but it's going to just, you know, eventually all money is going to be known. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, fast forward to the future, you already have all the answers. Just don't fight them. Ooh. I mean, you could see the Bulls do have, you know, the Bulls ran out of gas. Like, if the Bulls were so bullish, why did we fall off? Very similar like when you hit a bottom, when you hit a top. We could have hit a top, everyone. I want you to realize we've been pumping for a while. Before the halving, we started pumping. So maybe the rally usually is 18 months after the halving. That's usually the end. We've been about 13 months after the halving now. Maybe it's somewhat accelerated. I don't know. But it's good to always have it in the back of your mind that anything is possible. That's all. 4-hour MACD, first time created 25 candles. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see. So I'm staying along. But not much else really to talk about tonight. Not many coins that I'm really too keen on. I would be still DCAing into projects that matter. I still like SWE. I like Say. I even like Fetch. Wow, SWE did get that beautiful fall to the downside. You got to love it, though. High of $4.10. I mean, SWE hit a beautiful high, right? That was a crazy pump. Wow, it's kind of weird that it lost the daily 200. You don't really see that. Like, usually it keeps the daily 200 if it had such a pump. Still could do damage. The only weird thing is it could make a right shoulder, too. Yeah, you got to pause on that. It could be interesting. Like, see how that's a shoulder, head, maybe a right shoulder. Any words of wisdom, lifer? Yeah, you don't just say nothing till you hear more. It's the best thing I could tell you. It could be, but it isn't like this. Yeah, exactly. Lifer still gosh it. Damn, it needs to get started. Just keep doing time. Some butterflies with the dumbbells. Hey, there you go. Evening, Sam. Could you take a sneak peek at BOOKMAP? Much appreciated. Yeah, so BOOKMAP just loaded up a bunch of liquidity below us, too. Kind of in the next few hours. You can see there's a lot of liquidity that could get stopped out, and there's a big old bar. Look, someone long down there, and they'll get liquidated at 102.5. We got some nice liquidations up to 100. What was that, 115,000? You seen that? No. Wow, we have a huge short at $115,000. Wouldn't that be amazing? We got a bunch of shorts up there too at about 109,330. And we got major movement even above us there at 107. So it looks like the most liquidity is short. Wow, stop at $115,000 BTC. You see that? Crazy. And look at that. We got a guy at 109, 107, 106, 105.5, 105.2. So we've got liquidity above us to get absolutely smashed. There's a chance that we could definitely float further to the upside here. BOOKMAP so you sees it. So MOODENG. Everybody loves some MOODENG, baby. Man, Bitcoin ruined everything. Everything was looking nice. We were going to get the pump. Now everything's got to get saved out of this weird. I mean, these are just strange triangles. Like we fell out. They got to dip back inside. I don't know what you got to say. I'll make a new triangle here and say, you know, it's doing something different than it was doing before. And getting a bit of a bounce. Something like this here, right? We'll get tight and move further up to like 41 cents. 20 cents on MOODENG. And resistance here too at about 32 cents. MOODENG. Tiny little coin. You know, for me, I don't trade it here. It bounces and gets tight. I trade it though. Just too risky. Let's take a look at it. TARS AI, TAI, USDT. For spot on MEXC. It's at 11.9, man. This thing is, I'm very bullish on this thing. And it's looking like it's about to skyrocket. If anything, I could see it head back to the top of the range here at 14. And I've been attempting to load up, and it's been hard to get a bag loaded here. They just won't load my whole position. I got enough loaded, but man, this thing looks bullish tonight. Looks like it's going to pump further to the upside. I could be wrong. I'm in it, so it is my own bag. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor. So I will be honest with you when I tell you, I have some of that coin. I'm in it. I've been buying it. Yeah, we'll see. I attempted to load up as much as I could, but they didn't give me everything that I attempted to grab. I have 33K on TARS. Man, you sound like me. Right now I got 23K, trying to get the other 10 in there and match you up there. I'm trying to get in at 1177. It was 1178. My order sat there for 4 hours today. Crazy, right? And only got 50% filled, which is insanity. Taz, baby, Taz. Yeah, just saw your videos at bought. TARS AI. You're funny. Sammy, does it make sense to add a moon bag? I mean, it's up to you. If you haven't been in bull run, this bull run, it's been yeah, exactly 100%. I mean, there were some big runs in 2022 or 2023. It was. There was some major movement. Some 100xing. There was a lot of coins that did some damage. Astra Protocol. Just looking around, seeing if there's any kind of movement here tonight. And everyone, I was going to post a bunch of altcoins, but I don't want to get you guys too overexcited on altcoins till we're looking at something that is high probability. Yo, Lifer, thank you. Shout out to Gary. We love you, Gary. Thank you for being here, man. God bless you. Sam, who else? Still looking to continue to the moon, or has it moved? Fluttered out. I mean, we looked at it earlier today. You can check out the trading group if you want to know more. All right. Damn, 104,300 now. Just not able to hold the zone. Bitcoin really rolling over here today. So you heard it here first. It's either going to make the right shoulder or even continue to roll over. And if it loses this key level there, 103.8, it's probably going to drop down even lower. or it gets this bounce. 104 has been flat this entire time. We kind of need the bounce into tonight. Someone said, may you look at Aerodrome. Let's look at Aero. It's been a while. Old Aero went from 30 to 24 cents twice, 2 8Xs in a row for Aero. If you got it when we did, now it's sitting at 51 and just not looking pretty after that high of about 79 to 80 cents. A lot of altcoins have gotten sold off yet again for their, consecutive. It's been a brutal alt season. Like there hasn't been the opportunity. Retail's not here. It's more hardcore crypto waiting for the bigger person. Retail's not here till everyone you know is asking you, should I buy Bitcoin? That's when you know, right? Memes were the only thing worth playing this last year. Alts, yeah, it's true. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the monthly did close with bearish div. I agree, yes. We should be looking for more downside. Yeah. Doesn't look amazing, man. I'm looking to see if somehow, some way, the smaller time frames will push out. And somehow TARS AI crossing 12, this thing continuing to pump. My big bro said, the man, please check Griffin. It's a lot like TARS, but it's back down 66 cents. I think it's a sleeper. Griffin's okay. It's just more memey. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it, man. I'll look at it for you, but it's nothing like TARS AI. That's just in my opinion. I could be wrong. Griffin, test Griffin. Market cap, $62 million. Tex-Mex went to bed. I stayed up and cranked the roulette gates. Blessings on blessings. Wow, you did. You made thousands, bro? How much did you make, dude? Jeez. I guess it's not good to brag, I guess, but I just want to know, man. I like when someone gets up on the casino. That's amazing. Thousands of dollars playing roulette, like that's pretty impressive when you think about it. You go to Vegas, have some fun, and then you also clean up. You're just a winner, Billy, man. I mean, Arrow's got a bounce right there. If you pull a Fibonacci, it's at the 618 Fibonacci level. I mean, it's got to bounce. This whole market. But again, the whole market's been at these like have-to moments. It's not you don't want everything to be a have-to moment. It's been tough. Billy is a play-up, yep. I made gains on Sol today using your strategy. Thank you. Anytime, man. God bless you. Hope it worked okay for you. Remember, every single day, someone can learn from you if you teach. I may have a bad day. I may not be perfect, but someone may learn from something I taught them a month ago, a year ago. Someone may be fine-tuning something, and they may just see it all the day on the channel and say, man, it all clicked that day for me. And that's when it happened. And I kind of go by that. Right? And so I remind myself, too, I've had a bad day before. And then someone's messaged me, said, man, they made the most gains ever. And I'm like, well, that's a good day for me because I've helped that person do something amazing. I'll put my happiness in others' happiness, and it's been my way. And now look at Tau. I sneeze on the thing. We talk about it for a bit, and the thing is ripping. I mean, it's above the 200 MA on the 1 hour time frame. That's a bullish sign. Look at on the 15-minute too. It's in a beautiful little bull flag there. Looks like that's going to pump the length of the pole somewhere up to about 458. So Tau looks like there's some movement here. There's a breakout. Tau, baby, bid tensor. I don't know how to change your name to phone number, man. God bless you, though. $3,100 day one, $1,200 day two, and $900 the last night. $400 with you staring there. I know. I saw you make $400 right there. It's crazy. Oh, you guys got to play every night. Yeah. See, I had to go to sleep because of the show, so I didn't get to play. Man. It's all good, man. But it is what it is, I couldn't. And now I'm thinking next year, same thing. If my show's still going exactly as it is, God willing, same thing, right? Things are starting to click for me. Thank you. Shout out to you, Limitless. Keep coming back, man. Don't give up. Yeah, Crow had an ETF partnership. There was some good news for Crow. It's a big company. Look at that Adam and Eve double top, though. That's an Adam and Eve double top I've ever seen one in the 15. Look for that to dump extra hard right now. Now, I know what you asked about. I have no idea, man. I just don't. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like this, and I just like that the 4 hour is going to hold above the 200. That's it. Everything else is just, nah. Get our first higher low in this move and get back to the upside and break out of this falling wedge, which I feel like is broken out of already, and continue our move on out. Then turn this into an inverted head and shoulder. And Bitcoin can be on its merry way for possibly some more gains to the upside here. And give a shout out to the Crypto Bellwether. He is in the chat. He's a content creator with some of the best deep dives of the space. I don't know, man. I'd have to watch it. Some people say that, and I watch herself, and I think it's absolutely horrendous. No offense. Maybe he's awesome. God bless him, man. I'd have to watch his stuff, though. I don't really just pay homage to people that I don't know, man. But I hope he does well. 175 subs for Bitcoin 2026, Abby. At least we should have more than that, though. Lifer, what do you think about Genesis agents? I don't know enough about them. We'd have to look at it. Yeah, I don't talk about things I don't know heavily a lot of deep dive information about. All right. Thoughts on COLLAT? I mean, we looked at it when it first came out. COLLAT. Collateralized, right? It was new. It seemed to get pushed a little bit because it was new. Wow, beautiful pump. That's crazy, right? It went from like 1 penny up to 6 cents. It is 6x. There's money out here if you just pay yourself and get the heck out. Everyone that, I learned that about this game. The longer you're in the game, the more you'll just realize it's just half this stuff is cash grabs for Bitcoin. So you might as well just cash grab for Bitcoin. That's what they're doing. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this market structure at all. It's a newer coin. I'll pull a Fibonacci. Yeah, I guess, just like Bitcoin, you're looking for the bounce. And it's looking for some type of inverted head and shoulder, like a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder there for collateral. It is right off the 618 golden pocket. You would expect to bounce there. All right. Rave Song Records, man. I knew, and I got you to meet Billy. So cool. Happy anniversary, Rave Song. We love you. Unbelievable. 5/31, man. May 31st. And my anniversary is May 14th, man. So like 2 weeks later. And we both celebrate the month of May with our wives, man. So special. Super cool. So yeah, I'm not toying around with these altcoins of the weekend. I like to let the dust settle, get a good night's sleep tonight, reset for the week. We'll do our weekly candle close tomorrow, and we'll go from there. Funny, met the Ben with the wealthiest people, and the most interesting person is Eric Vornay's father. I know, right? Funny. Eric Vornay's dad probably was super interesting. Randy Hipper, man. Shout out to Randy going to Bitcoin Vegas. Wow, what a day it was, man. It was awesome. Good times to be alive. I was everywhere, man. We met everybody. We had a good time. We had the Lambo at the last part of the day. We were ripping the Lambo with Jimmy. We were in the Sin City Crypto Studio having a blast in-house. And it was just, I don't know, one of the best times of my life, I'd have to say. It's my buddy Maddie, man. Shout out to Maddie. Me and Maddie shared a room in college. My good buddy, man. I love you, Maddie. Hope you're doing well. St. John's, baby. St. John's. Well, yeah, man. I think that's going to be how I bring this stream to an end zone. Wow, 104,360. Bitcoin struggling at the end of the day here. Not showing signs of life. And are we in for a massive pullback? It looks like we may be. For me, it looks more likely we're going to in for a weekly pullback than anything else. I'm watching the smaller time to see if some type of miracles are playing out. Look, that looks like an Adam and Eve double top there on Bitcoin. And we know what days do. They dump to the downside very fast. That's an Adam and Eve double top, my friends. I'd have to say that's going down. Probably get out of my trades for the night and just come back tomorrow and see what happens with the weekly close. You know? And just end it for the night. Yeah, I'm just going to end my trade for the night. I mean, I don't know, though. The 4 hours still holding. It's like, it's tough. I mean, you got to commit. Commit to the 4 hour or don't. That's really what it comes to be. But, you know, I felt, I did it earlier today. I wanted more of a move. I didn't get what I was looking for. To me, I want to get out because I didn't get what I was looking for. You see, so I closed the trade down to 250, took the loss. You know, I didn't get what I was looking for. It should be further up by now. So I want to go to sleep, forget about it. I'll wake up tomorrow morning and see what happens. You guys do whatever makes you happy. You guys can trade all night. I need some sleep after this insane 3 days at Bitcoin Las Vegas. So I'm going to jump on out and take care. And maybe that's good. Sometimes even what I do, that's good. You know, I'm going to take care of myself and rest my mind. Sometimes you need to rest your mind. Don't force trades every single night of your life. If you deliberately tell, hey, tonight I'm taking the night off, that's a good thing. If you can't do that and you're always trading, and you can't just slow yourself down, you're going to chew yourself through. So every once in a while, you got to take a break. Yeah. Everybody, I love you. Keep pushing. Don't stop. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another beautiful update, and we'll keep it pushing every single day. Remember, you are the best. You got to believe in yourself. You're the only thing you got. And if you can't cut off trades and you have to stick until they get worse too, that's another problem. You got to learn when to cut off a trade and move on. If it doesn't do what you think it's going to do, move on. There's always tomorrow. There's always more capital. There's abundance coming to you. Don't stress every little thing. God bless you all. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. The secret to success is getting started and getting a good night of sleep. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless.